Ryan Ellis here again. I'm here to show you how easy it is to replace a gear in a Rotowash R45B. First of all, there's a few tools that you'll need. This here is a gear puller, and this can be purchased through Self-Pro Floor Care. It's specifically designed for the gears. This is a bearing puller. Each gear has a bearing, so that'll pull that out for you. And we got a hex screw for taking the screws out. Allen. Vaseline. I like to have a little bit of thread locker for the gears, and a crescent wrench. And anyway, so let's get started. First of all, you want to do is you want to release the handle, and I just use a crescent and get it out of the way so you can take the plate off, and the side plate. So once that's out, then you just want to loosen all 4 hex screws on the side plate. And once you have those all loosened up, then this should just pull right off. And there you have the inside of the gear mechanism for Rotowash. Just a little bit about the gears in here. We have a B and an A, and they always have the hex for the rods to go through. And then this is a D, as in dog gear, E, 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 and then this is the big C gear that turns the drum itself. So anyway, today we're going to be removing the D gear. So the first thing you want to do is take out the set screw, and that is going to take an Allen wrench, and you can just hold tight to the brush to keep the gear from turning, and then you just remove that. Once you have that out, then it's time for the gear puller. And the gear puller is designed to screw right back into the gear itself. And once you have that screwed down in there, it's just a matter of going, and voila, pops right out. So then I always inspect the bearing. Each one of these gears has a bearing in it, and just make sure there's nothing in there, that it's not rusty, that it's moving freely. Once you've determined that and you're ready to put a new gear in, we're going to, for the sake of the video, we're going to just put the old one back in because it's good. So you basically put it in just the opposite way as you took it out. You just want to line it up with the teeth on the other gears next to it, and then simply pound it in. So once it's in, one thing I also like to do, I'm going to take it back out, I forgot to tell you, I like to just put a little tiny bit of Loctite on the inside of the gear as it slides in there. It just helps it to not pop out. Just keeps it in place. And then, so anyway, put it back in. And then unscrew. And once you have that, you just put your Allen set screw back in. And again, you want to hold the brushes. You don't want to crank this down too tight, because you don't want it to go all the way down in and cause friction against the bottom. So just to where it's flush with the gear itself, just about like that. And then once you've put it back in, I always like to, it's very important, is to just put a little Vaseline, not a big bunch, but just a little bit in between the gears. Cause what it does is it keeps friction from building up in these plastic gears and just keeps them from stripping out. So once you've done that, simply just reverse order. Put the screws back in. Tighten that up and you're ready to go. I also like to usually wait one day or the next morning or to let the Loctite set up. However, in a pinch, if you need to use it that same day, you can replace it. And I think we were about 12 minutes or so, I'm not sure, but that's about how easy it is. Thank you very much.